Spill buckets are an important component of our underground fueling system. They provide protection from a release if there is a spill while a delivery is being made. Spill buckets should be inspected monthly or as needed. When performing this task, you should wear personal protective equipment. This includes eye protection, chemical-resistant gloves, and a safety vest. Also, isolate the area using traffic cones and cone bars. There are two types of spill buckets, single wall and double wall. There are also two types of double wall buckets. One type has an easy gauge. If the easy gauge is green, it means the spill bucket is functional. If the easy gauge is red, it means it requires testing. You should contact MRT if your gauge is red. The second type is electronic. It has sensors that are wired directly into the automatic tank gauge. If there is a malfunction, the ATG will alarm. You will also need to contact MRT to report this problem. The color of the lids correspond with a particular grade of fuel. Verify that the correct lid is on the correct bucket. Misplaced lids or incorrectly marked lids can result in cross drops. Carefully remove the spill bucket lid. Some spill buckets have a built-in handle to remove. For the ones that do not, use a screwdriver to gently pry up on the lid, taking great care not to damage the gasket. Check the spill bucket lid and ring for any holes, cracks, or damage. Also, ensure that a functional gasket is in place. If you need to order a gasket, you can get one from the Murphy Mall. In order to get the correct size, measure the inside diameter. Check for any liquid or debris inside the spill bucket. If liquid is present, use the hand pump to transfer the fluid into the Husky bucket. If water is in the bucket from rainfall, then you will need to replace the gasket. Do not allow any water to drain back into the tank. Check the fill cap to ensure that it has a gasket and is making a liquid tight seal. If it is not making a liquid tight seal or a gasket is not present, you will need to replace the gasket. You can order these gaskets on the Murphy Mall. This seal is important to protecting the quality of the fuel inside the tank. All repairs should be logged into the 30-day environmental walkthrough form. After inspecting and cleaning the spill buckets, discard all absorbent material into the environmental waste drum, never into the dumpster. Spill buckets should be inspected after every drop. This is to ensure that the correct lid is placed on the correct bucket and that no fuel was spilled inside the bucket. If there is fuel inside the bucket, it is the driver's responsibility to remove the fuel. In turn, if the carrier is going to make a drop and he notices that there is liquid inside the bucket, it is his responsibility to notify site personnel that there is liquid in the bucket. If liquid is present, you should stick it with water finding paste to determine if it is water or fuel. If fuel is present, you should notify the fuel logistics team. Then you should follow the procedures to maintain a clean and dry bucket. If water is present, you should note this on your daily task list and then perform the procedures to maintain a clean and dry spill bucket. When you are finished with the inspection and maintenance, properly place the lid back on the spill bucket and ensure that it makes a watertight seal.